I have banana bread baking in the oven. So quickly, I'm going to try and say what is on my mind today. Student came into my office, and I think I can say he was sharing why he'd been missing class. And we got talking about, well, he shared how he'd not been feeling well and how the doctors aren't giving him a lot of answers. And then he brought up that he thought it was stress and shared some of the things that he was dealing with, which are pretty huge stuff. And then said something to the effect of he wasn't sure, but with me, he knew that I had stress, but I probably dealt with it a lot better. Maybe. Not necessarily so. I think maybe I've just had more experience because I'm older. Got me thinking about psychosomatic illness and me. Oh, the kitchen. I used to get anxiety attacks when I went into the kitchen because I hated cooking for my family. I will write about that one someday. But yeah, I had to examine why is it my kitchen. I didn't even know it was an anxiety attack at first. So psychosomatic illness, that's something I want to write about sometime. Well, not necessarily just the illness, but stress and how it shows up. Like right now, I have my first test to study for in a very long time. I'm taking a class to try and get back in the swing of things in case I can get my master's, which is part of my plan. But I got to take a test tomorrow. I haven't taken a test in 23 years. So I think I know my information. I think I know the topic. But, golly, I haven't written an essay in a long time. And I might get confused. And it'll make me mad if I don't get an A. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so I think I'm going to use these video blogs to remind me about things I'm going to write about later because life is moving a little too fast for me to remember. So stress, how it's so relative that we really do all have it, but we all come up with ways to deal with it. We learn our own little tricks. We learn our own little ways. Our body talks to us. One of my fears, I've met a lot of moms who've been caregivers of their children with special needs, and a lot of them have like a terminal illness or a chronic illness. I really want to try and avoid that. But the funny part is, the harder you work at trying to avoid it, the more stressed you get. It sucks. But what are you going to do? So anyway, this young man coming into my office today reminded me stress is a real thing. I'm carrying mine at this very moment between my shoulder blades. And I wasn't going to not make banana bread tonight because public relations skills people, I know I did it for editing class, haven't done it for you yet. Bananas were rotten. Time to make the banana bread tonight. You get it tomorrow. So when next time it beeps, I'm going to get the banana bread for you. You will have it tomorrow. Oh, one loaf, however, is going to the neighbors. His father died. And I wasn't so good yesterday when he stopped me and wanted to know if we wanted to use his father's motorized wheelchair. He shared that his father had died and wondered if we wanted it for Strauss, and I instantly went into mom mode of like, no, we can't let Strauss have a motorized wheelchair. He needs to exercise and use thing. And I did say I was sorry that I heard his dad died, but I don't think I understood how recent an occurrence that was until tonight I looked out and I saw him with a suit on. And then I realized I could have done that one a lot better. So one of the loaves of banana bread goes to the neighbors tonight because, yeah, he lost his dad. And I have a feeling that that was a more recent occurrence than I took time to realize. So anyway, okay, pretty soon, right there will be the beep for the banana bread. Gonna go get it. Gonna study for my test. And sometime I'll get to write. That'll be great. That'll be relaxing. Even if it's 2 or 3 a.m. I like writing at 2 or 3 a.m. Cool. Have a good evening.